As part of the show, I want to prove to you that in 5 minutes you can cook up a really decent meal. So we're going to make a steak supper with a bit of a difference. I have 5 minutes on the clock. I'm going to click start. There you go. Let's get into the kitchen. So, first thing we need to do is make up a marinade. We're going to fry off both our veggies and our steak for this recipe. I have some baby gem lettuce and I have some spring onions, which are just about falling out of the fridge, but that's okay. The spring onions and the baby gem are essentially going to cook off at the same time as the steak. So, for this marinade, we have some rosemary. Now, rosemary is a hardy herb and it really works with any grilled meats like this. Take off the leaves and you want to give this a nice fine chop. Just grab the knife. Now, with rosemary, like I said, woody herb, you need to give it a really fine chop. And once this hits that hot grill and that griddle pan that I'm going to be using to cook up these steaks, which does need to go on, it is important when you're cooking with speed like this that it does come up to temperature really quickly. So only about a teaspoon's amount of rosemary here. You only need that little hit of flavor. So that goes straight into our bowl. This is our marinade bowl that we're going to add a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar for sort of sweet acidity going in here. We are 1 minute down and I'm feeling the pressure. We've got 3 tablespoons of olive oil and we want to go in there with a bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Now, this is essentially a salad dressing. You could use it as a salad dressing or a marinade. Now the veggies I'm using here, like I said, baby gem, spring onion, these are going to cook really quickly. But if you had a bit more time, something like courgette or aubergine or even some asparagus spears would be gorgeous here. Get those straight into that dressing. With your hands, give it a good toss. You want to get nicely coated veggies before it goes onto the pan. Not only is it going to coat them and flavor them, but it's also going to create a little bit of a non-stick action in that pan. That sizzle, that is what we're after here. You want to hear that sizzle in the pan. Get in there with that lovely spring onion action on the side here and make sure that you leave a tiny touch of space for the steak we're going to use. Now, when it comes to steak and when it comes to quick cooking, we are talking beautiful minute steak. This is ribeye cut really thinly and your butcher will give you that no problem. You're going to toss it in the remaining ingredients. I've got 3 minutes on the clock and I'm feeling the pressure, so I'm going to stick this straight in the pan. That is the sizzle you're after. It's going to cook in literally a minute or so on either side. Give the hands a quick wash. You want to get nicely cleaned up for your next stage of this recipe, which is to create a chimichurri sauce, which is an Argentinian dressing. This is full of flavor and it's a really great one to serve with any grilled meats. We've got the stalks and the leaves of some flat leaf parsley going in here and all over the board. In there with about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. We are 2 minutes and 24 seconds down, lads. We have to keep on going. A little touch of red wine vinegar. You want to make sure you get that acidity in this here because you've got a lot of sweetness going on in the pan once it comes off that lovely bit of char. So oregano or oregano, wherever you are in the world, goes in there. We got some salt and pepper and I can actually smell that my veggies do need to be turned. So keep your eye on this. And I think before we start a fire, let's stick on the fan. You want to make sure that you get good griddle marks. So this should be what you're after, those nice little black marks. They're going to give great flavor to those veggies. It seems like a strange thing to be cooking up your salads, but this works extremely well. That steak should also have a good bit of color. Look at that, gorgeous char marks. Press it down and let it cook the other side. Back to our chimichurri. Into our ingredients, we have a shallot. Sweetness of the shallot is what we're looking for here. Goes straight in, and I've just noticed we have 1 minute and 31 seconds. I think I have all my ingredients, we do. Straight into that food processor, and you're looking for a nice blitz. Essentially what you're looking to create is a sauce that's gonna coat over this steak once it comes out. I'm gonna have a look at this. It actually needs a tiny touch more olive oil. Is that gonna give me enough time? 1 minute left. That steak is actually cooked at this point, so all we need to do is get this ready to go. You do want that fine steak mixture, and I think we're in business with it. Right, steak is cooked. So grab up a serving plate. We're gonna leave ourselves a nice bit of space to slice up the steak. That gorgeous griddle veg goes placed straight on the pan. This is seriously quick cooking food. We have 49 seconds to go. Spring onions, nice little bit of flavor going on from them, some sweetness. Steak gets plonked on the board. We're gonna slice it up nice and fine. I'm feeling confident. We've still got 40 seconds. So just nice thin slivers, slightly on the diagonal. Take those gorgeous little strips of quick cooked steak and place them around your plate. Grab up some sun-blushed cherry tomatoes, which I have. These are a great little cheat ingredient to have in your fridge. Great sweetness from them. With 22 seconds to go, I have a tiny touch of pecorino cheese. Didn't I tell you we could do it? I'm feeling confident now. I've got 15 seconds to go. And the last little touch is the chimichurri sauce. We are nearly there. Okay, feeling confident, feeling confident. Here we go. A little bit of chimichurri on each one of those steak pieces with 5 seconds to go, 3 seconds to go. I am feeling confident. That is a 5-minute meal done right.